And now, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has, in the last 2 weeks, embarked on commissioning projects in different parts of the state. Fubara pledges to remain committed to serving the interest of residents of the state, ensuring he fulfills every promise made to the people. And now, to speak more on these developments tried in Rivers is former Africa representatives at the World Assembly of Youth, Marvin Yobana. Welcome to News Night. Thank you for your time. Let's begin with, of course, yes, maybe congratulations, I would say, and in order, but the governor's Fubara's administration, which has been actively commissioning projects across the River State, talk to us about the level of completion of this project and how are you prioritizing the need of the residents above this project?
Well, thank you very much for having me. Good evening, viewers. The River State government came up with a mantra that says, Rivers first, the people first. And that mantra is what the governor has kept to. He has touched directly on the priority projects that touch directly on the lives, well-being and welfare of the people. Talk about healthcare, talk about roads, talk about housing, talk about education, talk about workers. These are key areas that the governor has concentrated on. Just from some few months now, he's completed 35 primary health centers in the state. He has commissioned 16 road projects as we speak. He has flagged off over 10 other projects ongoing, not to mention the Ring Road, which is a legacy project, the Trans-Calabari Phase 2, which is also a legacy project, not to talk about the Ring Road in Opopo, different areas across the state. Just the day before yesterday, we were in the Calabari axis, where he flagged off another project of about 18 kilometers with how many bridges, which Julius Berger is going to undertake. So when you talk about priority of the people, we talk about welfare of the people, which is why River State government remains one of the first in the state that has implemented the amount it said is we're going to pay to workers, which was, if I'm very correct, but 85,000. He has implemented that, even when the state was starved of its resources by an Abuja High Court. Thank God that the appeal court has cleared that today. So the issues of healthcare, if you look at, he's constructed 3 zonal hospitals. He's reconstructed the psychiatric hospital in Obiakpo. He's doing so many other projects like that, that if you look at the schools, River State government has embarked upon over 100 schools to renovate them and to make sure that they are brought up to date. Not just that, the government has gone beyond that in the healthcare to ensure that all those issues that have to do with cholera outbreak and all that, the government has been proactive on that to ensure that those immunizations and all those things are done on time. Enlightenments have been done, task force have been set up in different areas of the healthcare to check for fake drugs, adulterated drugs, and all that. Doctors, River State remains one of the few states where doctors' salaries have been increased and they are paid promptly. So you don't have the issues of doctors trying to leave River State because of the kind of salaries they receive. So these are key projects. But what we hear, what people think is happening is that, oh, there's a political distraction here and there. But the governor is not distracted. He's been moving on and on and on and on, and that is how it's happening.
All right.
He's been quiet about this development.
Just to butt in a little bit because of our time.
He's touching directly on the lives of the people.
Okay. There seems to be an emphasis on the need to restore Bori to its original cosmopolitan status. Perhaps you need to correct me on that. What specifically, what are the measures in place in terms of implementing that project to ensure that this vision translates into tangible benefit for the resident, so that it's not just about political statement or making a political statement. Speak to that concerns as well.
Well, there's no political statement when it comes to transforming Bori to a metropolitan city of his status. The governor not just said that, he said he's going to make it an industrial hub also. He just completed the Bori internal roads, where he constructed over 30 roads in Bori. That is the phase 1. He has said he's going to go into the phase 2. He has also said he was going to look at the agricultural potency of that local government, which is called Kana local government. I happen to come from that local government, and I can speak clearly on that. So the governor has gone beyond rhetorics like the past government did, but to ensure that it puts its mouth where its money is. He has actually spent money, Rivers money for Rivers people, not frivolities. So this is what we are looking at, and this is what we're talking about. Before the inception of Fubara's administration, the level of insecurity in the state was something that everybody knows about. But today, as we speak, companies are coming back, investors are coming back. Look at the economic summit that the state organized. Look at the kind of investors that came in after that. Low-cost housing for workers and civil servants. So look at all what is going on. So he said he's going to create 3 industrial hubs in each of the senatorial districts. One is for the oil and gas, the other one is agriculture, the other one is for, I think, an industrial area. So this he has started, and he's not concentrating on one senatorial district. He's doing this thing across the states at the same time. So we wonder why a governor who is working like this will be so persecuted by some powers.
All right.
From Abuja. So
okay.
What we are
Let me
saying
come in a little bit.
They should allow the governor to work. Yeah.
Okay. How do you plan to engage with citizens of Rivers State to gather their feedback on this project? Because it's very, very important to get their feedback and be able to incorporate their voices into future planning.
Yeah, this is a very important question. What the governor has done, clearly, when he was contesting to be elected as governor, he came out with a blueprint, his blueprint, what he intended to do. He published it in the book. Luckily, I was in the campaign council at that time. So that blueprint clearly stated what areas he's going to concentrate on. We held a town, different engagement sections with different phases of the society, and they made input, and this is what the governor is working on. And it's not just that. The governor reaches out directly to these people by saying, look, he invites them for discussion each time to say, look, what are the concerns of doctors? What are the concerns of the civil servants? What are the concerns of these market people? What are the concerns of the students? And this is why the governor has the organic support he has in Rivers State. The people who are supporting the governor are the ordinary people of Rivers State, not those big men in quotes. So that because he has said Rivers money is for Rivers people, and that is what the governor is doing. So the people from time to time, they interface with the governor reaches out to them through their representatives, and they are able to say, these are the issues. And that is why our budget is an organic budget. Organic growing is a homegrown budget, which touches directly on the people. And that is how we are going. We are not just coming up with something that we assume that the people will want. No, the people make input in every process. And these jobs the governor is doing, these projects are owned by the people. That is why you cannot hear anywhere in Rivers State that youths came up or community came up to stop a contractor. No, rather, the communities give support to the contractors or the companies to work. The governor has created the enabling environment for businesses to strive in Rivers State. And that is why Rivers State is ready for business.
A good place to lead the conversation, Marvin Yobana, former African representative at the World Assembly of Youth. Thank you for coming on Newsnight.